Okay. What do you guys think of the weapon? Looks good, right? I'm pretty happy with it, man. We're making good progress here. We don't really need verdigris in everything. Just a little bit. Can you play this game whilst on the toilet? Yeah. It's kind of hard to make StarCraft 2 a game you can play on the toilet. I mean, I've done it. No, I haven't. Or have I? Let me see. Anything else we really need to do here, guys? I've got a feeling we are doing quite well here. Yeah. I think I'm going to do one more cheeky little base coat, just to get another step going. Yeah. I'll add a little bit of like a brownish color to the staff. You think the staff is a good idea to do next? I don't know. But I kind of want to add another base coat. I'm going to add a little bit of like leather brown. We'll shade it down later. But for now, this should be good. Just adding a little bit of a base coat to the whole thing. I'll do another coat on all of the the nails and stuff later.
Oh yes, Daddy, get that paint right in there.
Jesus, okay. What's up, Levi? Ay, 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 ay. Levi's enjoying the painting a little too much. Thank you very much for the 107 months. That's an insanely long time. Especially to get banned after that many months, huh? Picture that. I'm kidding, or am I? I'm kidding, no. Nothing like a little bit of intimidation. I've had multiple viewers recently mistake me for their dads. It's a bit weird, chat. I don't know what it means. I also don't really want to know what it means, that's the thing. I like how I painted this whole thing and then I fucked it up immediately. I painted that little thingy, and then I made it worse. Hell yeah. Should probably do the the clothing of this. We'll probably do the stuff last, actually, now that I think about it a little bit more. There's a very good chance that when I'm painting in the green, I'm accidentally gonna hit the thing. But we can add it, we can give it a base coat for now. Yeah, there's a very good chance I'm accidentally gonna hit this when I'm painting in like the scarf and stuff. Maybe I'll also go with a slightly darker color than this. There's a lot of ropes on this. On this staff. I'm new to Twitch, but seeing such creative streamers makes this platform a fun place. What's going on, Valora? Welcome. I'm actually going to switch to some gaming here in a moment. But you're more than welcome to stay. There's a lot of cool streamers here, though. There's also a lot of people that just stream alternative content. Specifically in the art category. Whoa, 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 who? Literally who, Lizard Boatman? Sorry, who? Never heard that name before. Is that like a typo for the word hamster? Weird. But yeah, there's a lot of awesome communities on Twitch. But I recommend you look no further. You have found the only one that matters. Don't worry about it. Ignore the rest. As a matter of fact, just forget you can go to the rest of the platform. Just, you know, set this as your starting page and maybe set up like an automatic redirection when you accidentally type in twitch.tv, you know? Very humble. There's gotta be new viewers that actually think I'm just such a prick. I worry about this sometimes, man. When I feel like I'm being overly ironic, I know there's some people that don't pick up on irony very well. And they're like, oh my god, dude. This person is so full of himself. Yeah, I've probably scared away multiple people like that. Oh well. I say a lot of dumb shit, so I guess it is what it is. You can sub to Lowko for only $5? Yo. What a deal. First time watching on Twitch, instant sub. God. That's commitment. That's the type of commitment that's lacking these days, you know? Back in my day when I was a young streamer, that never happened, actually. Back in my day, when I was a youth, 1950, 1960, those were the days. Lowko is nice to subs only. $5 is not that much. Oh, that's a good thing, dude. Just be a prick to non-subs. What a brilliant business plan. I know that's what the big streamers generally do, right? Like, they're just ignoring non-subs. Yeah. That's what the biggest streamers on Twitch generally seem to do. I've been doing this whole streaming thing for over a decade and I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Can you imagine that? There are definitely a lot of egos on Twitch. Memes aside, that is definitely a thing. Trying to be relatively careful here. Don't really want to get it on my my metallics. Or on my fingers that I've already painted. Not my fingers, but the rat's fingers. Hello, but did you check out the Dutch coffee made without coffee beans? What? Dutch coffee made without coffee beans? No, I have not checked that out. I have never heard of that. Are we bad people now for drinking coffee too? Fuck, dude. That's like one of the few things I did not get guilt-tripped about yet. Like, of all the things I do, you know? I feel like I haven't been guilt-tripped yet over coffee. You're saying I can't even fucking do coffee either? Is that what this comes down to now? Oh no. Yikers. Honestly, my existence is bad. That's what it comes down to, dude. Just existing in 2024? Ay, ay, ay. Supposedly it's really good. I've not heard of it before, but... Okay. I think that is where we're gonna be putting little red man down. Here's what we did today, guys. It's all a lot of small details, but we got some work done. I did the belt, including the little warp stones that are inside of the belt. Including the little section over here in the front that's quite difficult to see. Also a little tricky to paint, but I think we got that part done. I did some more weathering and a little bit of coloring on the plate mill and the metallics we already did. I also did the little sections that are decorating his tail. The little bells that are all over the mini. And then of course also the top of the staff. I think that one's turned out pretty good. I tried to make it look pretty aged and dirty. And yeah, it's coming along, man. I think tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow, next stream, whenever I do more mini painting, I think we're gonna start blocking in the colors for the rope. Yeah, we have a lot of rope on this guy, and I think I want to start blocking in some of that stuff. So the colors I'm currently thinking of are... Where are they? I found them. I think it's these three that I think of. So I want to do like... So you see how there's like little disconnecting flaps all over here? I guess the idea is that this thing has been stitched together about a gajillion times and there's just separate pieces of fabric. I wanted to do like... This is kind of like a base coat on a third of it, then a slightly brighter color, and then a slightly brighter color still. And then we'll shade the whole thing down. I think that's a good plan. Alternatively, I could do it a little bit differently, but I like these olivey tones, and I think they're gonna look quite good on the miniature. If you guys disagree, let me know, because now we can still think about it. But I think a little bit of like a dark muted green. So I'm thinking of like adding this as like a third on each of the coats, like on each of the rope sections. Then I'm thinking of washing it with like an Agrax or whatever, and then we'll relayer it some with the original color. So it will be slightly darker. And then I want to do this scarf thing that he's got going around himself. I want to do like the back side of it in like a cream color, and then the front in like a red color. That's what I'm thinking right now, but... You disagree, but just on general principle? Okay. Just leave a black rope out in the sun for 3 years and then paint it in that color. I live in the Netherlands, man. We don't get a lot of sun. I feel like 3 years is not enough. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think that'll look good, guys. That is the vibe I'm going for. We have a lot of little leather straps and whatnot that are all over the thing too, that I'll have to think about. I'm gonna make those in a brownish color. And I may make like the wood of the staff an entirely different tint. We'll have to see. I don't think I like this contrast all too much. Maybe it'll be like a black or something, or like a very dark gray. I think that would look kind of nice. Yeah. Okay, gotta put it away. Gotta put it away. Gamers. Today is a big day. Today we are starting off one of the largest parts of this miniature. It is the rope. I don't know if it's gonna be very complex, but I figured we'll just do some base coating and it should give us a good indication of what it's actually going to look like. So we're gonna do the rope section right over here, not the scarf. The scarf is gonna be a different color, but we'll just do the rope for now, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm very happy with how this thing is coming along though, dude. Yesterday we did the belt and a bunch of the other details, and I think it's looking pretty good. Let me lower the brightness just a tad here. There we go. Yeah, I'm really quite happy with how this is turning out. I think it's looking really quite good. Not to pat myself on the back too much, but fashion makeover, let's go. I'm a fashion streamer, Babine. That's why you tune in, don't you? This is where you get all your fashion advice. It's all about rat fashion? Yes. I want to go for like a dirty, greenish, muddy type of olivey type of color. That's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna do a couple of different shades of green. I have these right over here, and I'm thinking about alternating them on each of the different pieces of cloth. So we'll do like, these are relatively mellow. They're slightly, like they don't look much different, but I think on the miniature we'll notice a slight deviation here and there. At least I'm hoping it's gonna be a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna mostly look the same. I'm hoping it'll be, what did you just call me, Babine? Haute Kurt, I don't even know what that means, bro, but thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment. Because it is a big compliment. It means a high fashion designer. Oh yeah. If this whole streaming thing doesn't work out, I'm thinking of being a fashion designer. By the way, update on the running shoe situation. I bought other running shoes online again in a larger size. Yesterday, guys in the chat made fun of me for not going to a physical store to try on shoes because I accidentally bought ones that were a little bit too small. I decided to return the shoes that I bought and got them one size bigger. Ha! Checkmate, guys. I decided to double down on my mistakes. Always double down on your mistakes. That way nobody's gonna notice. Okay, so we have a couple of different shades. This one being the darkest, this one being this one's being the brightest, and then I don't know if you can see that easily. Yeah, they do look a little bit different, right? Little bit. So we'll start just by blocking in all the colors. I think that's a good start, and then we'll see how it goes. I should probably alternate it, I guess. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. We'll start with the darkest color right over here, and we'll try and make sure we don't get it anywhere where I've already painted. That's my main concern about this section here today. Getting paint on stuff that I've already finished. Should be quite avoidable. Now I do have to remember which color I'm using, which is the hardest part here, man. Honestly, if the website is reliable in its sizing and a material description, it's just better. Yeah. So I learned yesterday that the Adidas shoes that I bought for running were too small, even though they were my normal size. And I knew that because I currently use Adidas shoes for running, and they're one size bigger than what I normally wear. I guess it's just Adidas for some reason. Their sizing is, for running shoes at least, a little bit different. I don't know why. But it is what it is. What's going on, Blade? A lot of red fashion experts in the chat today. You'll love to see it. Rat fashionistas. Everywhere the eye can see. What's up, Pete? Branson personalized sizing? Yeah, it's annoying, man. Ay. I normally never really have this issue, though. Most of the time, clothes seem to fit all right to me. Like, without, you know, too much deviation. Like, a large is usually a large is a large, but for some reason, I got memed on shoes. It's okay. I do need to make sure we get a little bit of paint as well in this little connecting joints section right over here. I'm planning, by the way, on washing all of the cloth with the same wash. So even though we're gonna see a little bit of a tone deviation, I think across the board it'll all dull it down a bit. It'll look a little bit more similar again. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be too similar, and this effort of trying to do differently colored panels is useless, but we'll find out. This is very much so me testing things. You caved and reinstalled the Dark Souls game, even though you've basically done everything there's to do. You are playing video games for fun, Pete? That's what you're considering doing? You disgust me. Installing a game because you feel like playing it after, you know, already finishing it in the past? What's next? Just reading a book? Not because it's on your reading list, but because you like the cover? Cringe, dude. I watch Lowko while working. I think most people here are actually studying or working, or... I waste a lot of people's time. The procrastination is really strong here. How many productivity hours do you think I have wasted over all these years? It's been many years of content creation, guys. If it wasn't for me, the world could have been a better place. No war, no poverty. Yet here we are. You've been reading a book too? And you bought it because there was a soldier on the cover? Very nice. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but I think sometimes you should. After exclusively reading Warhammer books for like the last 8 months or so, I decided to go back to reading the Stormlight Archive or listening to the audiobooks of the Stormlight Archive, and my god, it's so good, man. Ay. I've already read the books. So the 5th series, like the 5th book in the series is coming out real soon. I've already read 1 through 4, but I decided we'll listen to the audiobooks again. They're just extremely long, but sometimes the Warhammer books are really good, and other times they're kinda not. There are some that are really nice, and then some that are kinda not that great. So, to go back to an author, Brandon Sanderson in this case, who is just phenomenal across the board, it is, yeah, it's really nice. Plus the pacing of the story in Stormlight. Like, a lot of people find it too slow, like they put the books away because it's too slow. Which I can see, but I kind of love it. It's very nice to me. Which book was the last that I finished? Of Warhammer? I read a couple of books at the same time. I'm currently reading the Night, what's it called? The Nightborn? No. What's it called, dude? I'm on the second book of the Night Hunters? Night, whatever. Of the Horus Heresy, I am like halfway through 1,000 Suns. Trying really hard, by the way, not to hit the lake here. The Night Lords, that's what it's called. You're getting the new book on the 6th of December? Yep. I think most people are, man. But I'm gonna be reading the second one still at that point, I think. Because the audiobooks are so long. It'll be a while for me to catch back up to the recent books of Brandon Sanderson, but it's okay. It's not a contest. Journey before destination, Treenot. I gotta remind myself sometimes, because I'm like, in a hurry, the book is coming out! You've got another like 150 hours! But then one of the mottos in the book is journey before destination. It is one of the key aspects in the Stormlight Archive, so I should probably keep to that rule as well. Yeah, it's a lot of pages. But in a good way, you know? Try to do a second coat as I go here, because there's a good chance I will roughly forget what color I used where, which isn't the end of the world, but I would prefer having just a nice flat color block right now. So we can have a bit of an easier time tidying up mistakes later on. Okay, I think that's the first segment painted in. The Night Lords is very good. Oh, it's really nice. Yeah, I am... So I'm about halfway through the second book right now. It's really good. Honestly, anything from that writer, what's his name? Aaron... His last name is long. I'm forgetting the name. Anyways, any of his work is phenomenal. It's really nice. Probably my favorite Warhammer author, actually. Like, his books are really sweet. Sorry to the Dan Epnet fans out there, the Graham McNeils. They're good too, but... Aaron, what is it, Dembski or something? I don't really know what the name is. Aaron Dembski? Yeah. No, yeah, Bowden? Broden? Browden? I don't really know exactly. Anyways, his books are really good. If you're thinking about reading some of the Warhammer, his work is awesome. After reading some of the Horus Heresy though, and mostly reading about the Loyalists, right, where the Loyalists are considered to be like the good guys and stuff, even though that as a statement alone is a little bit questionable. Not to be a heretic, chat, but I will say that not all of the loyalty and bravery of the legions is, you know, equal across the board. It is kind of nice to read about the chaos side of things. So in the Night Lords, they basically follow a bunch of Night Lords that have been roaming the galaxy for about 10,000 years since the Horus Heresy. And it used to be this like glorious ship with loads of different, you know, areas and loads of stuff, and it's just a shell of what it once used to be. And they're all mentally fucked. Like, they're all the guys that are still alive have lots of issues, none of them trust each other. It's really nice. They all have different reasons why they're still doing it, which is also kind of fun. Like, I kind of assumed going into it that everybody is kind of on the same page, much like it is in the Great Crusade, you know, like in the Horus Heresy. But that's not the case at all. Those guys are in it for their own. And it's what they've been doing for a long time, so it's really all they know, but that's really nice. I've been liking it. You like the first Heretic? That's the second book after the Thousand Sons? Is that one about my most disliked character so far in the entire Horus Heresy? What's his name? Forgetting the name right now. He's a bit of a prick. Erebus. Erebus is what I'm thinking. I'm assuming the first Heretic is about Erebus. What's up, Shiny? I need to make sure that I also paint in these sections right above cloth here. I was trying to not get it on top of the metallics that I've already finished. Gotta be a little careful. My friend Erebus. Great guy. Will I be casting Taco Emissary versus Lovesong again? They deserve a rematch? I don't know, dude. It was one of the games of all time. I still think about that game sometimes. Nightmares. Oh, okay. I see, Don. Yeah, we'll have to get through it. There's loads of stuff to read. It's kind of fun, man. No rush. Okay, let's try this color here next. And we'll use that right over here. Careful. What's going on, Tattoo? Welcome. I am painting a giant rat. I'm trying my best to not smudge it too much, but I'm using a very large brush and I have just successfully smudged it a little bit. But it's okay. We can do a little bit of a touch-up later. This is a nice thing of these paints. We can just kind of touch over it, tidy up some of my mistakes. This used to be a brush that had a really nice tip, but still good, but not as great as it once was. There's a lot of patches, man, all over this guy's cloak. Would I ever watch a 40k anime? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Would it still be called anime though if it's produced in England? I have been watching Demon Slayer, yes. Not me, we. Me and Lauren have been watching Demon Slayer together over the last couple of days. We're only about 4 episodes in so far, but it's been a lot of fun, man. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Never really got into anime, but it's been fun. There's a lot of episodes though. What's up, Demnar? Lowko stream vibes are just great. Hey, thanks. I try. Okay. Switch to the smaller brush, try to do some of the details. I thought you liked the first half of Death Note. Yeah, the first half of Death Note was good. I think after that it got a little eh. It felt very forced. But I thought the beginning of Death Note was good too. You're reading MBD Psycho, great manga for anyone who's into crime thrillers? Okay. I'm not familiar with it, but I have not really got a lot of manga experience. I just watch a fuck ton of no. That's a joke. I know there's a lot of people in the community though that watch a lot of, and like they watch a lot of, they read a lot of, I know there's a lot of people in the community. It's very graphic? Okay. Quality manga. Gotta be a little careful. Okay. Let's try and do a bit of a second coat. First off, on some of the darkest areas. I mean, I already did some of that, but we'll try and do another one. It's just the right color, isn't it? When it's like wet, the color is much brighter. Can you see that? Pretty sure this is the right color. Is it not? It is the darkest color. Yeah, it's definitely the right color. Maybe if I'm getting memed here, pretty sure we'll dry up the correct tone, but this is why we gotta be a little bit careful with the way we're applying this. It should dry up to be nice and dark. Emphasis on the word should. When you guys say you watch or you read manga, do you actually like read the physical books, or do most of you read like online or on a Kindle or e-reader type of thing, or what do most folks do? I guess it's up to anyone, right? But just curious. You actually read the physical books? You read online, you don't have the money for physical? Yeah, you kinda... You prefer physical, you can't stand reading on a screen for too long? Because it does get a little pricey for sure, if you want to, like, you know, buy all 30 episodes or whatever. You purchase them legally in shops after the official translations? I mean, I'm sure that's what a lot of people do. I'm not asking you to admit to committing crimes, Don. What are you implying here, good sir? What does that kappa at the end of your sentence mean? You know what they say, an emoji speaks 1,000 words. The police are on their way, Don. Translations take too long? Really? Is Japan still annoying about those sorts of things, where it's just taking forever? Or like the anime releases, or the manga releases, like ages earlier in Japan? Is that still a thing? The kappa's just hanging out? Okay, all right. No, gotcha. That's all I need to know. That is still a thing. I feel like that's one of the things that Japan is always kind of memed about. Being very focused on Japan and Japan only. They've gotten better about it? Okay. But it's still not great, I guess, huh? It's interesting. You'd imagine they make most of their money from the international market rather than domestic, but... Probably more a cultural thing than anything else. Okay, let's bring that dark color out again. The dark color, like the medium color is really hard to differentiate, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is the right color. It's just, it dries up much darker. Interesting. Okay, I'm kind of reapplying this a little too quick. Quick little extra coat. Okay, let's take the small brush again. You rewatched an old anime called Daemons again, and it didn't expect to tear up? Okay. A robot romance? Aww. It's like Wall-E all over again. You drive a BMW M100RR and a Honda Fireblade SP? Damn, dude. Car flex. We don't really hear much about car flexes in the chat anymore, chat. I ride a bicycle usually. Does that count? Can I be part of the cool kids club as well? I was thinking the same thing, Marktavus, but... I also use my legs for running. And I do also drive a car, actually, but, you know. How much time do I spend on this piece? In total, I'm not exactly sure how many hours we are on, but it's quite a few. I would guess maybe 20 plus at this point. Probably more, to be honest. I have stopped keeping track of it. So what I do at the end of every project is... So I local record every single miniature that I paint. And I post the VODs on the More Lowko YouTube channel. Mugetsu Gabriel uploads them right over there. So we will see how many episodes go live on that in the end. But I'm guessing for this one, we're on like 20 to 30 hours, maybe? I'm honestly not sure. It's kind of a range, I guess. This is the darkest color, by the way. It does take a while before we finish one of them. I generally try to paint relatively slowly. I find that rushing any of this is not very fun for me. I don't do commission painting or anything like that, right? So it's a little different maybe, but I just paint for my own enjoyment. No real reason to be fast. No real reason to rush it. And I try my best to actually make every piece look pretty good. I could enjoy more faster? I don't know. Well, hey, that would be awesome. Nouveau. This is the darkest color. Gotta be a little careful. Add a little bit more paint in the mix. Let's make sure we get a nice solid base coat. Okay. There's also that little section here above the belt that I'm gonna have to paint. Take the smaller brush for that. I want to be really careful though, not hitting the skin here. I can of course fix it, but I would prefer not. Just don't fuck up, Lowko. Just don't. Paint the wrong section. Just control your brush. Easy. Blackout at your place, have to use mobile? Oof. Hope it'll be back up soon, dude. Is the weather going crazy? Or just memes? What's going on, Menador? I don't really have a lot of blackouts here. Used to be more common back in the day, but pretty rare these days. Thankfully. Or maybe they have happened. I do have some solar panels. Does that count? I guess they take over, right? I'm using my solar panels right now, but I guess they're not generating a whole lot with this current weather. It's been a very rainy day. Maybe a little bit. Hope it'll be resolved soon, Falcon. Blackouts can be kind of sketchy. Now I have arrived at a bit of a section here, chat. So I'm doing 3 different tones of olive green. Darkest color, brightest color, medium color, darkest color. What is that one going to be? It's bordering the 3 colors. Oh no. Open to suggestions, chat. Middle, brightest, darkest. Hot pink? No. No. The 4th green? We don't have a 4th green. I've got 3 tones of green. Okay, I meant, we have the 3 tones of green, chat. We're not gonna change the entire color. Feel like you guys are missing some of my, my argument. Okay, it's all right. We'll go with the middle color. I wasn't thinking about a 3rd. Yeah, we'll go with the middle. When unsure, let's go for the middle. I didn't mean an entirely different color. 1/5 of the first and 5th. Oh, no, Maktivus, no. I don't really feel like mixing. That's why I have 3 different shades of olive green, you know? So I can get the exact colors. What's up, Jeffrey? I took the wrong color. I have to keep my head in this though. Like even though we're just kind of blocking in one very boring looking color. The paint is too wet. If I take the wrong color, it's gonna be Mimi. Medium one it is. You'd be more inclined for a darker shade? Yeah. I found over the last half year of constantly painting that it's much easier to shade stuff down than it is to brighten things back up. So I'm currently thinking about painting one shade too bright and then dulling it down rather than the other way around, because the other way around is much harder. Much easier to shade things down than it is to brighten things back up. Okay. Yeah, we saw this with the horns, for sure. Okay. This is a dark color right over there. That is the medium color right over here, so I guess we should use the bright one right over here. Trust the process. Because it all seems a little bit messy. Did I already talk about the Game Awards? I spent about an hour talking about it yesterday. TLDR, cringe. That's my full thought on pretty much all of the awards around the globe in general. Pretty cringe. Maybe not an hour, I don't know how much time I spent on it, but I did talk about it a little bit yesterday.